So that's a card. Like I've said, 3 minutes already over for the preparation of the card. So first of all, you need to determine whether the patient is known or unknown, right? The patient comes for the first time, it seems. So it's an unknown patient. So you can ask for the introduction of the patient, and also you can introduce yourself to the patient. That's the beginning part. Now, you should also think of the intro, not intro, the chit chat part. So we've talked about this earlier as well, that we can broadly categorize the preparation into 3 parts. The initial chit chat, where you're going to build relationship, you're going to ask the patient's name, you're going to introduce yourself, and you're going to base the conversation in such a way that the patient trusts you. You build relationship for further questioning that leads to the core. The core is going to be the medical part. Here, in this particular case, it is about smoking, right? So you need to give various facts. You need to talk about different things to make the patient believe that, giving up smoking is important. You need to give rational um, comments and reasons for the patient to um, give up smoking or reduce at least. Different interventions that can actually help the patient reduce smoking further. Then we come towards the end where you kind of remind the patient everything all over again in a very formal way, and just you're preparing to finish or end the conversation, right? So you should base your speaking in this way. Now let's see how you guys do, and we're going to discuss. Geeta, you can start.
Okay, sir.
The key is, remember, to not constantly look at the cue card and try to read what is given there. But the key is to refer to it when it's needed, and most of the time focus on what the patient is saying, right? So let's try, Geeta.
Hi, it's me, Gitale. I am a community health nurse. First of all, congratulations for your newborn baby. May I know your name, please?
My name is Mary.
Hi, Miss Mary. Is it true that you want to give up smoking?
Yes, that's why I'm here. I'm here to check more about the support group.
Okay. May I know the reason why you want to um, give up smoking?
Of course, first of all, because it's too expensive, and I don't think it's very good to smoke, especially when I have a child now.
Oh, that's good. All right. Before proceeding further, may I ask you some more questions, Miss Mary?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been smoking?
It's been many years. I've been smoking since 20s, I guess. So it's been 20 years, roughly.
Oh, it's been long. How often do you smoke per day, Miss Mary?
I smoke throughout the day, obviously. I use a rolled cigarette. I roll cigarettes on my own. So mostly in the evening, of course. But during the day also, I smoke few.
Oh. Have you ever tried to?
Yeah, please continue. That's a good question.
Don't worry. Uh, it's good that you tried to give up smoking before. So let me. Uh, sure, I'm confused. That
Why are you confused? Whatever you're doing was fine. The patient is not saying that the patient tried to reduce cigarette. You're giving your own conclusion. The patient didn't say anything.
Okay.
Keep going.
Miss Mary, have you ever tried to quit smoking? Sorry, to give up smoking?
No, I've not tried. Actually, I enjoy smoking. Usually, when I'm at work, I feel like smoking one or two or three cigarettes during the day, especially after the lunch, and in the evening after I return home, especially after the dinner. It feels very relaxing to smoke. Actually, I like to smoke. I enjoy smoking.
Oh, okay, Miss Mary. Let me inform you let me inform you regarding of the negative impact of some negative impact of smoking. Is it okay to you?
Yes,
Uh, you already know about it that uh, smoking will affect your health and your baby too. So if you are not willing to uh, lower down the smoking, it will definitely affect in further. So you should try to control your smoking habit. Are you getting me?
yes, that's what I want. That's why I'm here.
Okay, that's good. The main important thing is your hard determinations and willing to give up the smoking. So it's good to hear that you try to give up it. So let me uh, don't worry, Miss Mary. I'm here to support you. So the main important part is you can. Uh, uh, the main important part is you can divert your mind from smoke. You can divert your mind uh, uh, by watching good movie and by cooking. So it may help to divert your mind from smoking. Are you getting me?
Mhm.
And one more important thing is if you are craving of smoking, then you can use some nicotine gums, which is easily available in any market. It will help to
Yes,
get rid.
stop. You're just reading things that's given on the screen, basically. There is no association. You are the only one who is talking, isn't it? I mean, you're not involving the patient into the conversation. It's very important. It is a monologue. Basically, you're just reading the cue card by yourself. And I mean, you're not trying to take any history from the patient. You're not asking anything from the patient. You're not encouraging the patient. And you're saying the same thing again and again, obviously. I mean, it's good that you're trying to quit. It's good that you're trying to quit. The patient already said in the beginning itself that I am here. I want to quit smoking because I mean, he or she thinks that it's expensive, first of all. And the second, that, since the patient recently had a baby, I mean, she thinks it's inappropriate. Questions that the things that I've written there. Ox, of course, it's a national issue. Everybody in Nepal did. I mean, ox. It's ask, actually. How often per day? What do you mean by how often per day? The framing of the question was wrong. Have you tried before? That's irrelevant. Is smoking? It's not is smoking. It's smoking. There's not going to be e there in front. I mean, the pronunciation is wrong. In general, see, the patient is a new patient. I mean, why do you need to conclude? Why not to just prolong your conversation by asking, what brings you here? Can you tell me what is bothering you? Why are you here? And let the patient tell whatever is going on. I mean, why to conclude that you are here for smoking? So it's a new patient. It doesn't say that it's an old patient, right? So you can let the patient say things, verbalize, and then go, one by one. Why do you want to give up smoking? I mean, how many years have you been smoking? How much do you smoke? What kind of cigarettes do you smoke? And I mean, how do you smoke? What do you smoke? You can ask many questions to involve the patient. Yeah. And then give some compliment regarding the patient's determination and the interest to quit smoking. So you're not encouraging the patient, and you're talking about the same thing basically over and over. So there's no, you haven't framed it properly. You have to understand the baseline of speaking. You need to form a story in your mind. So this person has come who is 40 years old, 25 years, 25-year history of smoking. Wants to give up. I need to ask why. The patient seems positive, and then you need to give different ways. You need to explain the patient about different ways in which the patient can lower the number of cigarettes she smokes or he smokes. That's it. So after keeping the story in your mind, and then you should just be attentive to the patient, and automatically everything is going to be fine. Let's see, Sureka, you do it. We'll have a discussion in a while, but let's talk about this. Let's do the role play. Sureka.
Okay, sorry.
What's the delay?
Sorry. Good morning, good morning. My name is Sureka. I'm a community nurse. May I know your name, please?
My name is Mary Smith.
Thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you, Miss Mary. Could you please tell me what brings you here today?
Actually, I'm here to inquire about the support group. I want to give up smoking. That's why I'm here to inquire more about it.
Okay. Okay, Miss Mary, can you tell me about your smoking habits? How long have you been smoking?
It's been 25 years.
Okay. Mm. That's a long period of time. Mm, sorry, I'm really confused.
When everything is given on the screen, I just don't understand what is the point of confusion.
Okay, Miss Mary, how many cigarettes a day you smoke?
I smoke 20 cigarettes per day.
Okay, and can I know what's the reason that makes you crave for smoking?
I just enjoy smoking. I just like it. So I smoke a few during the day and few in the evening.
Okay, I just knew that you are a new parent, so for your um, you are a new parent and congratulations for that. But for your child, you have to for your new child, you have to uh, smell nice, and for the better health of the baby, you have to quit smoking. Are you aware of that, Miss Mary? Sorry.
It's a wrong association. Anyways, keep going.
Okay, I can, if you don't mind, can I ask you some questions?
Yes, sure.
There are many, if you don't mind, there are many ads you can try to keep up smoking. I know it's really hard for you to give up, but do you wanna hear about the ads?
Yeah, sure.
There are many, and there are Champix tablets, electronic cigarettes, which can help you to reduce your craving without interfering with your smoking satisfaction. So you can go and try for that. You wanna try, Miss Mary?
Yeah, of course, sure.
Okay. Also there are many therapies, you can join, so you can divert your mind. Like you can call your friends and hang out with them and go watch movies and different kind, and you can also try different kind of meals, so that it will keep you busy and diverts your mind. mm,
Okay,
Diverts your mind. mm,
keep going.
Diverts your mind. And can I know what makes you what makes you what's the reason that makes you smoke, Miss Mary?
I like it. I feel very relaxed, and after at the end of the day, once I smoke a cigarette, um, it feels better, and throughout the day when I'm working, it also feels good.
Okay. Do you know about the effects of smoking?
Yeah, of course, I know it's bad for health, obviously. So we're going completely different direction. Well, I don't know what you're talking here. How did you know that I had a baby? Who told you? You're treating the patient as a new patient. First of all, you're saying, "How may I help you?" and saying, "Oh, I just came to know that you had a baby."
There's written that he's a new parent, so
Oh, I mean, it's given there in the script. If you're treating the patient as a new patient, then of course you're going to take out the history. You have to ask, what is the reason you want to quit? And the patient is going to say that recently had a baby, and it's also expensive. I don't think it's a good habit. And then you can congratulate the patient. Why are you taking things for granted? Like a wrong association. In what terms is, I mean, first of all, you're saying that it is hard for you. I mean, the patient is not saying that it's hard for me. I mean, when you say that, okay, give up, and the patient says no, then it's hard. Obviously, the patient is willing by herself that she wants to give up smoking. Then how is it hard? The patient never mentioned. Uh, what was the wrong association? I forgot, but I've written there. You associated it wrong. Let me think. I mean, you could have asked about the products smoked. I mean, what kind of cigarettes do you smoke, right? Quantity. I mean, that was okay. Reason. You could have straight away asked, and then you could have gone into conversation. Um, anyways, let's see. Aruna, you're going to do it. We'll talk about it. Wait, all of us. You're not seeing this like practically the way it happens in a clinical setting. You're just reading the things that's given there, and just you're just reading it continuously, and you're scared that you're not going to do certain things. You should not take your speaking in such way. You should just use a cue card to refer to get ideas. But I see that you guys are turning pages, and you're reading something from there, like very strained, not planned it properly. Wait, let's see. Aruna, you try, and of course we let everybody do, and then we're going to talk about it.
Okay, sorry.
And
Hello,
one more
ma'am.
thing, you should always ask the patient, how can he or she be addressed. Don't go Miss Mary. The new patient, how may I address you? Maybe the patient wants to be called Mrs. Smith or something like that. So don't conclude for the new patient. Ready? Let's see, Aruna.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Aruna. I am a nurse practitioner at this community health center. How may I address you?
You can call me just Mary.
Okay, Miss Mary. Is there anything you want to share with me?
Yeah, actually, I'm here to talk about the support group for smoking.
Okay.
I want to give up smoking. That's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's very good, and is there? Can I ask you questions related to your smoking?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So how long have you been smoking?
I've been smoking for 25 years.
Okay, that's a long. Uh, it's that's a long time, you know. So, how many do you usually smoke in the day
Uh,
per day?
Maybe 20 cigarettes a packet.
Okay. So, may I also know the reason why you want to quit smoking now?
But it's a bad habit in general. On top of that,
Yes.
I recently had a kid, so I don't think it's appropriate to be
Okay.
smelling like a cigarette in front of the kid.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
I also think it's expensive, unnecessary money spent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You are thinking very good, you know, for you and your new baby, for you and your baby. So, may I also know the product's name that you have been smoking?
Yeah, actually, I roll my own cigarettes. I buy the tobacco
Okay.
from the local market and the rolling papers. So I
Mm-hmm.
do it on my own.
Okay. And in what time do you usually prefer smoking?
I smoke throughout the day, of course, but especially in the evening, I have the craving. I long for
Mm-hmm.
smoking. I look forward to smoking in the evening,
Okay.
especially after the dinner,
Mm-hmm.
it relaxes me, and before sleeping as well.
Mm-hmm. So you usually want to smoke in the evening, right?
Yes, 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 sir.
Uh, uh, will you mind if I give you suggestions regarding the smoking? You know that in the time for that time
Yeah, yeah,
especially.
of course, of course.
Okay. At first, I know smoking is. You also know that smoking is very bad for your health, and in fact, you are a new parent. Recently, you have become a parent, so it's very good of you to think about quitting to smoke. uh, I know you will handle this very carefully, so I will also like to suggest you that in the evening you can call for your friends, and you should try to hang out with them more often during evening in the evening, and you know you can also watch movies and cook and eat delicious meals in the evening. I think it will help you decrease the uh, it will help you decrease the craving for smoking, right? I think so. And also, tried before have you tried before to quit smoke?
No, actually, I've never tried before. I mean, I don't think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that it was really necessary. It's just the change has come
Okay.
after the child's birth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think I would also like to suggest you to try for the Champings tablet. It is a tablet which will help you to reduce craving for smoking, and uh, while you want to smoke, you can always chew that Champix tablet, and also you can buy some electronic cigarettes. It will be easily available in the pharmacies. So while you want to smoke, you can put that electronic cigarettes and think that you are smoking, right? It will help you to change your it will help you to change your uh, cravings need.
Mhm.
Are you getting me?
Okay. Yes, I'm getting you.
Okay. And also affect your it will not affect your health any longer. I know it will be very difficult in the beginning, but please do not get worried. It will uh, as long as you can try you as long as you try, you can do this.
Hmm.
I will always be there for you. And is there anything that uh, triggers you to smoke?
It's nothing much actually. It's just I just like smoking by myself. That's why
Okay,
I feel
I
relaxed.
know.
I
Yeah.
from the pressure of work. Stop, stop. It's
Mm-hmm.
better than others, but still, with a lot of things, associations lacking. You should never judge the patient saying that, oh, that's a long time. You should never say that. Remember,
Okay.
never. Um, let's see, Namrata. You do?
Hello, sir. I am Namrata. I'm nurse practitioner in this community health center. May I know your name, please?
My name is David.
Mr. David, how may I help you?
Actually, I'm here to inquire about the support group. I actually wish to give up smoking.
Oh, wow, that's a very good decision you make. Glad to know that. And
Very good.
okay, so since how many years that you've been smoking? May I know it?
Yeah, it's been a while, 25 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like how much cigarette you take per day?
I smoke a packet, roughly 20 cigarettes, let's say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so may I know what kind of product you use for cigarettes?
I roll my own cigarettes. I buy tobacco separately and I buy my own paper. I like it that way.
Mhm. Okay, so I've come to know that you have decided to quit smoking, which is a very good decision you make. So may I know the reason for quitting? Why did you decide to quit the smoking?
First of all, it's expensive, unnecessary spending
Mhm.
money.
Yeah.
Then, I
Mm-hmm.
recently had a child, so it doesn't sound, I don't smell very good. I want to smell good in front of my kid. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a bad habit overall. So, I mean, giving up is good, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, congratulations to you. Okay, so you already know that it's a bad habit, and it also it expenses a lot. So and to smell good in front of your child, and it's a very good uh, thinking that you have, and we are here to support you in quitting your smoking. So thank you for visiting us. Thank you for seeking our help, and we are here to help you out on your quitting smoking. So I have some suggestions that I want to give to you. Will you be able to? Do you want to hear?
Yeah, of course, sister, please.
Okay, so we have some optional things that may help you on quitting or dropping your habit of smoking. There are tablets available and also electronic cigarettes, which helps in reducing your um, uh, eager or reducing the intake of your cigarette, which may also replace the cigarettes intake for you per day. So will you be able to try with those?
Yeah, of course. I'll definitely give it a try. I just want to give up smoking as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Okay. So may I know the triggering factors that triggers you? Like, why are you smoking?
First of all, I actually enjoy it. I'm actually looking forward to it in the evening. It relaxes me, especially after the dinner and before sleeping. Of course, the work
Mm-hmm.
stress throughout the day it makes me smoke. I somehow feel that I get relieved.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me tell you, there are other stress relieving factors, or let's say there are more other deviating factors we have. You may like you mentioned, you usually take in the evening times, so you can call out your friends for dinner. You can cook with your friends, and you can eat healthy foods, or let's say delicious meals, so that the trigger the you'll have for the cigarette smoking may reduce. And also you may go sometimes outings for movie, and those may replace the cigarette smoking. And also I would like to suggest you for quitting of smoking, because it is quite expensive. You are daily taking for 20 pieces per day, which also which leads to your financial degradation. And it is not good for your baby's health as well. Your baby or cigarette doesn't only affect your health, indirectly it will affect your baby as well. The smokes you will be smoking will also affect your baby's health. So those Does this thing sounds helpful to you?
Yeah, of course it does. Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to all the things that you've said so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad that you are positive to the suggestions that that I share with you. So since you have been smoking since 25 years, and it's a good idea to uh, quit this smoking habit. And as I've shared with you the reasons and the rationales that you can take uh, to avoid your
It's not
smoking habit.
not bad. Definitely in the passing zone. Let's let Kezia finish it, and then we're going to discuss further. Ready, Kezia?
Yes, sir.
Ready, go.
Hello, Mrs. Mary. I'm Kezia Magar, one of the nurses of the Community Health Center. How may I address you?
You can call me Mary.
Well, Mary, may I know your reason behind your visit, please?
Yeah, actually, sister, I want to give up smoking. I just came here to inquire about the support group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And after seeing your file also, I can see that you are a newly parent and a mother. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mary, before starting further investigation, I want to ask you some question. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Mary, how long have you been smoking?
It's been many years, 25 years.
Okay, and have you, how many cigarettes do you take per day?
20 cigarettes a packet, roughly.
Oh, okay. And have you ever tried to quit the smoking?
No, no, actually, on the contrary, I enjoy smoking. Actually, I'm looking forward to smoking in the evening, especially.
Mm,
I actually like smoking.
okay. Okay. And what, may I know the product name that you smoke,
Yeah, I
the source?
actually roll my own cigarettes. I buy the paper and the tobacco separately. I make my own cigarettes.
Oh, okay, that must be expensive for you. Mhm.
Mm.
Okay, and Mary, thank you so much for answering my question. Mary, I would also like you to suggest that you smoke in the evening. So on in the evening, you can also go with your friends or have some nice cozy sleep or make
Mm-hmm.
some delicious food for you and your family. Is it okay?
Yes, of course, it's okay.
And since you are a newly mother, after you can also take care of your baby on the evening, so you can divert your mind as well. Am I clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any queries, Mary?
Uh, no, you can just tell me more about, the ways to smoke, reduce smoking, and I mean, what should I do and what should be followed?
Mhm. Okay, Mary, I would also like you to have some tablets, which is called Camplix tablet, which reduce your smoking habits. You can also find some electric cigarettes, or there's another instrument which is also called vape, which also help you to reduce smoking habits. And through that, it have a small amount of nicotine, which is not effective or um, injurious as a cigarette. Am I clear to you?
Mm-hmm.
And um, since you are a mother, you have to also take care of your baby. If you smoke frequently, then it will also affect your baby as well. You don't like that, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
um, okay. Mary, and I would also like you to tell you that you can also um, Mm. Okay. May I know the triggering factor as well?
Um, I mean, generally it's just work stress. Usually, when I'm working through the day, I have the urge to smoke,
Mhm.
and especially evenings,
Mhm.
I feel very relaxed.
Okay, I really understand your concern. Um, but Mary, as you know that smoking is very injurious to our health, and it will also affect our body and our inner organ also. Um, and so that's why you have to be very um, careful regarding this smoking habit. And now you are also agreeing to quit the smoking habit as well.
Hmm.
Uh, so, so please do not get worried. There are also other people who will be who are suffering from this habit, and now they are being recovered. So you have to be in you so that you will be also in the same position.
Tough. So, I mean, the essence. Let's see, these are the mistakes you've made. I mean, some questions, obviously, there's a plurality. Ox, of course, is a national issue. Expensive. I mean, you cannot conclude that on your own. How did you know about the pregnancy? I mean, it's given there in the. I mean, since you're treating the patient as a new patient, that's an opportunity for you to ask the patient, what is the desire? How? Why after so many years? Why do you want to quit smoking? Right? You, the patient automatically is going to say about the child. I mean, the way Namrata did was correct there. I mean, you should congratulate first of all. I'm glad that you've come here. So you can just start. Hello, I'm this. How may I address you first of all? To begin with, you can be very relaxed. See, let's not look at this thing. Yeah, let's not look at this thing. In general, let's just think. I mean, what do we know about giving up smoking? I mean, let's see. Talking about me, I know that there are chewing gums, there are support groups where there will be other smokers who, I mean, sit and talk together. After that, reducing stress, obviously, diversion therapy. I mean, diverting the mind so that the craving kills. And then there was what was one more? Nicotine patches. This is what I know. Like these five things. I don't know anything else. Now there are a few things that's I mean there are a few hints that's given here. Let's see on the cue card. It says Champix tablets and blah blah blah, electronic cigarettes and everything. You can add your own knowledge to this one, what's given here, and then start talking. Don't feel stressed that there is certain thing on the screen. What do you have to do here in general is to talk about the patient. I mean, whenever it's smoking, we always ask a question. That's a general question that, how many cigarettes do you smoke, right? How many years have you been smoking? What makes you come to the decision that you want to give up smoking? And that's actually enough to begin the conversation. To begin with, hi, hello. We are treating the patient as unknown. And then, how may I address you? Just call me John. Just call me Mary. That'll be all right. So I'll write Mary. So tell me in your own words, what is bothering you? Why are you here? Is there anything bothering you? How do you need my help? What can I do for you? Any version. The patient says, I want to give up smoking. I'm here to inquire about the support group. Okay, so to begin with, first of all, let me tell you, I'm glad that you've decided on giving up smoke. Smoking in general is not a very good habit. It's not advantageous. It's not good for you or anybody around you. So that's a good decision. It's commendable. I congratulate you that you've come to that decision. That's an excellent decision of yours. Um, After that, may I ask you a few questions just for clarification? So, how many years has it been that you smoke? 25 years. All right. Thank you for sharing that information. How many cigarettes do you smoke per day? 20 cigarettes. All right. Always react, when the patient says, 20, okay, all right, okay, I get it. Uh-huh, all right. Now, the big question, why do you want to give up smoking? Why do you want to quit? What is the sudden need, right? The patient immediately says that I recently became a parent. It's expensive, and what is it's a bad habit in general. Oh, they are all very valid reasons to give up smoking. And congratulations, by the way, for your child. So it's a good decision. It's an excellent decision that you've made. So I can help you, of course, with some suggestions that can help you give up smoking. By the way, I forgot to ask, um, what makes you smoke? What is the trigger? Why do you smoke? Why do you feel like smoking? The patient says, okay, this is because of stress, and I feel like in the evening I feel relaxed, and I worked through the day. Work stress also, it helped me cope with that. Okay, I get that. Um, by the way, what brand of cigarette do you smoke, and what do you usually smoke? The patient says that. Okay, I get it. Thank you for sharing all this information. So after that, you give a conclusion. So thank you that you've shared all this information. So and it's a great decision. Let me tell that again, and then you can move forward. I can give you different ways, different approach on by which you can actually help yourself to give up smoking. There are a few medical ways, like pharmacotherapy, where medications are involved. There are a few diversional therapy, where your psychology is involved, and we have some products such as chewing gums and nicotine patches and electronic cigarettes that reduces the craving. They have minimal nicotine content so that you can reduce the amount that you smoke. So let's talk about them one by one. Are you willing to hear me out? Yes. Okay. If you have been used to smoking for 25 years, you can consider the tablets or the chewing gums. Whenever you feel the urge, maybe you can chew um, one or two gums so that the nicotine enters the blood and you uh, have reduced craving. Are you getting me? Um, Another way also is the patches these days. They're very popular. You can just put it on your arms, and it constantly gives a little bit of nicotine into the blood. That way, you don't feel the craving. Yeah. So in your case, you said that you have work stress, and that leads to smoke more. How about reducing your stress? Since you've mentioned that you just recently became a parent, how about spending more time with your family, or maybe doing some activities with the family? I think that is going to divert your mind from smoking. And the new child is definitely fun, to spend time with. You can play with him or her. By the way, I forgot to ask, is a boy or girl? Blah blah. Wonderful. You can even give the comment. Oh, it's a girl. Oh, that's wonderful. Something like that, right? After that, you can talk about the support groups. We have support groups here at the center. There are many people in the support group. Those who want to give up smoking, you can maybe sit and talk to them, and hear their experiences about the process or the difficulties involved in smoking. You've been smoking uh, for 25 years, like I said. It's difficult to give up smoking in one day. Of course, gradually you can lower it. So for that, a strong willpower is needed and a lot of dedication as well, right? So if I see that you're very, very willing, so these are the methods in which you can actually reduce smoking. Are you getting me? Yeah. And giving up smoking definitely has many advantages. Of course, you mentioned by yourself that it is expensive. You're going to spend a lot of money. You can even add things like recently the government have made the cigarettes very expensive. So, if you give up smoking, or if you reduce the number of cigarettes that you smoke, it is going to be beneficial. You will have fewer health problems. You're 40 years old. I mean, smoking definitely is bad for health. It's bad for your heart, bad for your body in general. I mean, giving up smoking protects you from so many other diseases. That's going to come around 50s or 60s. So that's a good news there. You just mentioned that you've become a parent recently. So, I mean, it's not pleasant. The smell of cigarette is not pleasant. So, playing with a child, it's better that your baby doesn't smell it. That's good, isn't it? And nowadays, we also have e-cigarettes. It has been very popular among people who want to give up smoking. It has minimal nicotine content. So reducing the nicotine content by choosing the different kinds of oil and tobacco also helps you reduce the number in a long run. Are you getting me? Now, so these are the interventions I've told you about. So, as per your need and as per your cravings, you can rely on me, you can depend on me, and whatever is needed, of course, I'm here to support you for the good cause. That's the way you talk. So, it should be more realistic. Don't completely depend on the cue card. Cue card is usually used for referring things. I mean, you should completely not be reading everything that is given in a sequence. It doesn't matter. Like you should. It is not that. It is not a compulsion that you should come in the same sequence. How the tasks are given in the cue card. You can make your own story. You can form stories by yourself. Just now while I was talking, I actually forgot to ask what kind of cigarette. What do you smoke? I asked it later. You can just simply say, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask. What do you smoke? What brand do you smoke? Anything in particular?" You can, if you made a mistake, you can genuinely correct it. So there's no pressure. So there's no reason to feel apprehensive about this. You can just simply give solution one by one. Of course, you can categorize diversional therapy. Then you can even go for relaxation, even walking a little bit, involving yourself with the family, even cooking or any hobbies that you have. You can take that up, and if that doesn't work, you can use um, these things like the gums and patches and e-cigarettes. Yeah. And in my experience here at the health center, many patients have successfully been able to give up smoking. I actually strongly encourage you to go for it. And I'm pretty sure within a month or two, you will reduce the number and eventually quit in future. Something like that. So the conversation that you guys are, it's not real. It is very strained and it is not planned, and you're just going according to the task. However, it's given there, you're just going, moving with it. Be realistic. If this patient really comes while you are the nurse in a clinical setting, I mean, you're not going to go according to a certain task, but you're going to just keep the story in your head. It is not necessary that you use everything from here. E-cigarettes already given. That Champix tablet, you can just mix it with what is it called? Nicotine patches. You can use it in conjunction with chewing gums. Yeah, give the basic nicotine craving. Yeah, you can clarify the patient. The problems that the patient face is the craving of nicotine, and so once it is reduced, you will successfully be able to lower the amount, lower the number. So be practical, be real when you talk to the patient, not very strained. So planning again is an issue. It is also reflected by the practice. How much do you practice? If you're not practicing 30, 40 minutes per day, obviously, the whole course is going into the drain. Involve yourself at least. Some of you already told that you're actually practicing writing for 1.5 hours. Don't you think that speaking also should get equal justice? So practicing enough is very important. Yeah, of course, there are a few grammatical redundancies. They tend to go away with time. First of all, you need to keep the conversation in both directions, not a monologue, reacting to the patient's concern. Okay, I get it. All right. Congratulations. Uh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, thank you for answering all the questions. Keep things very clear. So as per the nurse, these are the ways how you can choose any of them depending on your needs. So if you think that stress is the factor, is the main reason, then let's reduce the stress. Let's find ways to reduce the stress. If you are dependent on cigarette at certain time of the day, then maybe you cannot smoke during the day. Maybe in the day you can chew gums, and in the evening when it's really needed, when it's really desired, you can just smoke one or two in the beginning, and later, gradually over 2 or 3 months, you can just completely stop, right? You can also use diversional therapy since you have a new family, since it's a young family. You can also, spend more time. You go on a picnic, watch movies together. In this way, also it can help you, right? So from 20, going to 10 or going to 9 or going to 15, that's already a very good progress. I think you should look forward to it, something like that. Be real. That's what I want to say. Any questions? So how many, let's ask everybody, let's see, Geeta, how many hours or how many minutes do you practice per day speaking?
So for speaking,
Yeah, speaking, yes.
um,
Nobody showed up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days, like full. And only some of you were very attentive. I mean, during the weekdays as well, last week. What did you do for 4 or 5 days? Did you practice? Like that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Or let's say even if you did 30 minutes, then it's going to be 3 hours roughly. Did you practice 3 hours in these days? Sureka, Aruna, a number that do you put this much time, Kezia, into your speaking? If not, it's never going to work out. Trust me, never going to work out if you don't practice. Just expecting that, just practicing it in the class for 5 minutes and maybe doing 5 more minutes after the class. That's not going to take you anywhere, right? So keep practicing. So rewrite of the letter, do this cue card. The thing is already there on the group. Practice with each other, team up, pair up, and tomorrow we're going to do the editing of the letter, live editing of the letter. All right? Then I'll talk to you guys.